my background, I was a tyre installer out of school. I didn't stick about for the exams. I was straight out the door at 15, fitting tyres in a dealership in Liverpool, actually. I've been in and around the tyre industry pretty much certainly all my working life since I was a boy. So I guess my career's evolved through dealerships and in independence and then into e-commerce. And e-commerce was in Britain when I launched blackcircles.com, which was certainly the first kind of what we consider click to fit or click to install online tire retailers.
Have you always had an entrepreneurial spirit? Because I'm trying to think of how does a 15-year-old or 16-year-old, I guess at this time, you're fitting tires, you're working in a dealership, where the industry at large kind of has this stigma of dead end job, no growth potential. Are those thoughts that you're having at this time? Like, I'm just here making a few bucks. Or are you seeing potential even from an early age on something you can grow into this business?
Yeah, think that kind of that look back is slightly difficult because you feel like I've always thought the same about the opportunity, which was it was an opportunity because I didn't have many. So I was very grateful to get a job and to be in a few books. And the irony is I then got made redundant, which forced me to start to look for another opportunity. And there were not many. I was then forced down an avenue, which was to start to trade tires. That's all I knew. So I had contacts. So I guess to answer your question, I've always been about the hard work, never shirked the kind of the shift. So it was about, look, I've got to make a buck, continue. Right. I've set up down this channel. I've got to keep going. So I started to trade tires to my buddies. And I kind of realized that certainly in the high performance end, there was a margin. And actually the dealers and the independents, they were kind of taking a tire off a supplier, sticking an arbitrary markup and then just getting it out the door. But actually, it struck me that there was some nuances in there. We had performance stuff for exotic cars. You had different tiers, different brands. The market was evolving. Sizes were becoming much more fragmented. There was more brands coming in. So I thought, I'll give this a shot. How bad can it get? And I had stacks of tires in my parents' front room. I'm not exaggerating. It was chaotic, but it was an evolution of, I'm buying tires off this guy today and selling them and installing them in the dealership. I just didn't have anywhere to install them. But the guy gave me an opportunity. He said, here's 15 days to pay the bill. I had no credit. I had no cash. I just had it was just a barefaced ask, please, can you help me? And he said, yeah.
Oh man, I love that. And I, as an entrepreneur, I'm feeling all of the, what I call bowel quivers of that circumstance. Like, oh, you're about to fall off a bicycle. There's so many moments I imagine that were baked into that experience of, yes, I've got to make this work. Yes, I need to produce. Yes, I know this industry. It's all I know. But also, oh man, somebody's giving me a shot here.
And it's funny that you're exactly right. And I think in your career, I wouldn't say in life because it's not an age thing, but certainly early in your career, you take these sorts of opportunities, the less reference points you have for what could go wrong. So actually, from my point of view, it was all upside. And do you know what? See, if it didn't work, I felt like I'd at least got some more experience in the bag because I didn't have those qualifications to lean back on. What I would say is in the early days, I did well. I got further. I wouldn't go as far as I did. I got further because people gave me a chance. And that was only because I was willing to ask for a chance. I think so often people kind of, I better not ask, or I better not put my neck on the line. Why not? So that really was what got me started. What I started to realize as I was basically building a business, and I'm selling tires, but actually I've now got a P&L to manage. I've got suppliers to pay. I've got customers to serve. I've got the makings of a business. That was the daunting bit because I'm thinking, what's the cash flow? And I'm relying on this guy, Nigel, who's given me 15 days. That's the basis of it. So as that evolved, I was taking strip ads in magazines. And what I realized, I was trying to put prices in, and I realized, like, prices go out of date quickly in the tire industry.